I have no experience.
I actually haven't.
No from rescue?
No.
Definitely. I mean, like I said, when volunteering with different kids where they're actually able to run around or do whatever and able to communicate, and then we get a project like this where pretty much all they're able to do is slap, it's, you know, it's definitely a view changer, and you realize how fortunate you are.
Definitely that perspective of you have to put yourself in their shoes to be able to make this project for them.
I feel like it has already. For example, we're trying to make a touchpad, and we're trying to figure out, like for us, like a little nice, like small mouse pad would do for us, but then like that wouldn't be very simple for someone that maybe like would be more beneficial if they had like a bigger one or something like that. So as we do our research for the stuff that we want to buy and the stuff we want to add, like we're trying to think more of just how to make it just more simple, you know.
I think it's changed my perspective because just the other day we were viewing this product as something as kind of a toy to us, but then speaking to our professor, it's like it's more than that. We're trying to change the lives of children with disabilities that might not be able to even move their arms or fingers. And so to be able to make this, we're transforming their lives by giving them the ability to transform their environment by being able to manipulate what's happening in their scene.
For me personally, it was, I guess, just getting to see that you grow older and you keep those disabilities and they don't just disappear or anything. Because, like, for me in particular, I don't have any family like that, so the only experience that I had before was with other kids at school who might have had those problems, and they just end up disappearing. I know you never hear from them again, so you don't really know what happens. I don't know, it was kind of cool to see that. I mean, they do keep, they're still there. They're just not maybe where I am, but I mean, they're still being looked after and stuff like that.
I guess we've learned more from our perspective trying to help or build something that would help a person with disabilities. I mean, I guess it wasn't more of a difficulty to tailor it to them, more as it was just a different way of thinking about things. Really just had to make something that was special for someone else and would allow them to feel, I guess, the same sort of thing that maybe those of us more privileged would be able to feel on a normal basis.
A lot of things that we think would come easy to everyone may not be as easy for those with like developmental disabilities. Like the cause and effect part of our project, although it may be like a slight, like with the turn of the knob for the colors, like you automatically see the colors change or the brightness, like that kind of cause and effect may mean more for those with like developmental disabilities than we would normally think.
It was really interesting in the beginning to receive all these projects that were focusing on cause-effect for our class, because it's never something you really think about. Like, there's people out there who have these huge communication barriers, and something as simple as just two different cause effects can help them bridge that gap.
I thought it was great to actually have a client, because I've done an engineering project before where we didn't have a client or any requirements by somebody to actually fulfill their goals or their needs or whatever they needed. So it was cool to have somebody kind of have requirements and guidelines for what our project kind of needed to do for them, which was really cool.
I like the hands-on part too. We're taking so many classes our freshman year just with like math or science, and we never really get to do any engineering projects, and so it was really nice getting kind of a head start on that.
It really opened up my mind to the fact that it's great that this organization really helps each person strive to reach their highest, and we really hope that our project will help them in that. It's really great that everyone should have that option.
Well, for me, visiting those day homes, the trips that we took over there was really valuable.
I took a class called Projects with Melinda, Piket-May, and we had to build something for a company called Imagine. And when we were building this, we got the opportunity to go into one of their facilities and see Imagine in action. And Imagine is a company that works with people with mental disabilities. So it was great to go in there and see who our project is going to. So that was nice. And I just loved the people that they were working with and thought it was something that I would like to do. I feel like I've grown so much through this job. It's kind of humbling. It makes you grateful for what you have. And it's also really nice to know that you can give back to people with a job like this and make other people's days better, which is what I think it's all about anyway. And yeah, back then, before I had any interaction with Imagine at all, I didn't know much, if at all, about anything with the community of people with disabilities. So the knowledge of that has been very eye-opening and provided for me to tell all my friends about them, open their eyes, hopefully, cascade. The best thing about the project was that we gave it to Imagine. I mean, we hand-delivered our project. It was a couple spinning cubes on top of each other that you could change the color and the rotation of the cubes. It was actually a pretty cool project. It was like making something for a purpose instead of making a project that's a lot of fun, which can be a good time, but it was much more meaningful to have it go to someone that's going to use it for a purpose. So the class with Professor Piket-May is affecting the students because it's making for a better generation of engineering students. We hear all the statistics about how, 90% of engineers work for the top 10% of society. All of this really depressing information about how engineers like us are working for people with money instead of people that need engineers. So this project was really it gave us the opportunity to feel what it feels like to do something for someone else, and hopefully make forward addiction to that feeling so that we can become a better kind of engineer for the future.